back to Broadcast Performance. In today's episode, we are going to do an oil change on the drift truck. Yeah, so this will be its second oil change since the new motor. The first oil change was after only a little bit of light driving. Now this oil change has 2 or 3 times at the drift track. So yeah, we're gonna change the oil and see if there's any metal flake or nothing in there. It seems to be running fine, so hopefully there's not a lot of bearing material. There it is draining. That's a 1/2 inch hole. It's draining into the pan there. Let's take a look at the drain plug. There's a little bit on the magnet, but not much. Nothing to worry about, I would say, there. I think that's normal wear. If there was more on there than that, I'd be a little worried. There's one bigger one there. 1 or 2 little shavings. Isn't anything to worry about. That's normal. So the filter I have mounted here on the passenger side, and to remove that, it's pretty easy. You just spin it off. I already had it loosened a little bit. Righty loosey. Righty loosey, lefty tighty. Spin that off. And pull it up without spilling too much oil. This is some of the oil from the oil filter, and it looks fine to me. Nothing abnormal in there. So I couldn't find a sheet metal cutter to cut open the oil filter, so I'm not actually going to worry about it because everything seems to be working fine and the oil seems to be clean enough. So yeah, we'll put on a new filter and start putting some oil in. So we're going to put oil in now. As you can see, I don't have an oil fill cap anywhere, so what you do here is you pull out this PCV valve, leave the grommet in there, and then this funnel fits right in there like that. And we are using Pennzoil Conventional 5W30. And you always want to pour your oil this way. And then you just let it sit in there and let it drain in. So the reason that we're using this Pennzoil 5W30 conventional oil instead of a synthetic or synthetic blend is because of these guys right here. So this is a lifter, and what this does is this end right here rides on the cam, and as the cam lobe comes around, it pushes this up, which in turn pushes up the push rod, which opens the valve. So it rides on the cam and it opens the valve. And so this is a flat tappet lifter, which means it's flat on the bottom right here, and that's where the cam rides. So you want oil to be on there so that it doesn't wear this out. And so synthetic oil is fine with this. Synthetic oil actually lubricates a little bit better. It stays in between there, it keeps a layer between the metal and the metal. And this style is good for a cam with a really high lobes on it, because it stays on it as it pushes it farther. And then so this style lifter is what's in this motor, and this is called a roller lifter. And instead of being flat on the bottom, it has a bearing, and that bearing spins in there like so. And so when the cam is spinning, this bearing is also spinning, so you don't have a flat surface. You have this roller, and I believe these are better for high RPM. I could be wrong. This might be for more lift and this one's for more RPM, but nevertheless, so what I've read on Google is that a full synthetic oil will actually prevent this bearing from turning, so it'll get stuck in one position and it'll actually flat spot, and then you'll have slack and stuff, and this just won't be working properly on your cam. So that's why we're going with conventional oil. So the guy who built my engine told me I should run conventional oil for at least the first 2 oil changes, and then I can run a blend. But you don't want to run full synthetic if you have roller lifters or roller rockers. And this has both roller lifters and roller rockers. All right, let's get the rest of the oil in there. That's about it, you know. Make sure you top your oil off to the right fill point. Make sure you got your drain plug in and a fresh gasket on it if it takes a fresh gasket. And that's everything you need to know to change your oil in your race car. Also, that's the reason why I use conventional oil over synthetic for this particular engine. So you do you. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.
Procast Performance is what it stands for.